Welcome everyone to this month's magical restorative yoga class. I'm Kate. I'll be your guide through today's practice. Today's class will be very mild. We'll be doing just a little bit of movement here and there, but mostly holding restorative poses for a good amount of time and just do some breath work and meditation, things like that. So nothing should be too crazy. We're not doing headstands or anything like that today. But if there is any, or there are any rather, any injuries that y'all are working with, or any tight spots that you're feeling today, like you slept weird and your neck's feeling a little cranky, feel free to put that into the chat. And if I do come across anything in my sequence that I think might aggravate that, I'll provide some modifications for y'all. And without further ado, the two or maybe three props that you will need today have one blanket that you can easily fold up so that you can either use it for padding underneath you, or you can unroll it and have it for covering if you get a little bit chillier later on in the class. Additionally, if you have a yoga bolster at home, that'll work great. Or two big pillows. The fluffier, better. So two pillows and a blanket and some water as well. This can be, even though we're not doing a ton of movement, not really getting our sweat going, it'll still be a very dehydrating type of yoga practice. So make sure you have something nearby to rehydrate any point that you would like. We are going to begin today sitting on top of your pillow. Ankles crossed. And if you're working with any low or upper back tightness today, go ahead and sit up against the wall. And if you are working on gaining some core stability or some abdominal stability, a little bit away from the wall. And once you're in your comfortable seat, sit as tall as you can. Roll your shoulders back and down. Option one, if you're needing a little bit of rest or rejuvenation today, have your palms facing down towards the earth. Option number two, if you need a little bit of a pick-me-up today in your energy, rotate your palms up towards the ceiling. And if you need a little bit of both worlds, do one up, one down. From here, close your eyes. Really start to settle into your seat. Feel the support of your pillow and the floor beneath you. And we'll start today's class by listening for sounds that are happening outside of the room that you're in. If you're near a window, maybe you can hear dogs barking outside or a car passing on the street. And then start to shift your auditory awareness inward. Listen for the sounds happening inside the room that you're in. Maybe you can hear the whirring of a fan. Just the normal creaks of the house. Now bring your auditory awareness even closer. Start to listen for the sound of your breath. Take a big breath in through your nose. Fill all the way up. As you exhale out of your mouth, let out an audible sigh. Inhale through your nose. Fill up. Exhale out of your mouth. Two more, just like that. Inhale through your nose. Feel your ribs expanding. Exhale, sigh it out of your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out of your mouth. Now just gently seal your lips together. You continue to breathe easily in and out through your nose. Continue to listen for the sound of your breath. Both the whispering as it enters in through your nose, and listen for how it sounds as it exits. Your intent for today's class is to give yourself permission to feel all of the magic that is around and within you. Sometimes magic can be felt in a refreshing breath. Other times, that magic can be felt in a really nice stretch, a release of the muscle. And other times, that magic isn't felt until all the way at the end of our practice when we can fully dive into our final resting pose. Wherever that magic will be for you, be vigilant and attentive and curious to experience it all. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath to seal in our intent. Now slowly blink open your eyes. Then switch the crossing of your legs. If, however, this positioning is starting to get a little bit taxing on your knee joints, you can always extend the legs out straight in front of you. From here, place one hand right in front of your front ribs, and the other hand comes behind your head, cupping behind, or rather underneath the skull. And take a big breath into your belly. Feel it ballooning into your bottom hand. As you exhale, use your top hand to gently lift your skull away from your neck. Then again, inhale into your belly. Balloon it out. Exhale, use your other hand to help lift the skull up away from your shoulders, getting a little more length in the neck. One more round of breath here. Inhale into your belly. Exhale. Use your hand to pick your skull. Inhale. Lower your top hand down. Exhale, switch your hands. 3 rounds of this breath pattern on this side. Inhale into your belly. Exhale. Drive the back of your skull up. 2 more, just like that on your own. Inhale into your belly. Exhale, feet forward. Feel for clearing away that channel between the mind and the body. Making it easy for these 2 areas to talk to each other. After your 3rd round of breath, lower both arms down. Take your feet to one side, and we'll readjust for our next position. Move your pillows out of the way. You'll just need your folded up blanket. You can fold it up as much as you would like. We'll be laying belly down for a little bit, so make sure you have plenty of cushioning. Once you lower yourself down, make sure that your front ribs and your frontal hip bones are on your blanket. Option 1 for your hands. Plant them flat underneath your forehead. Option number 2, if you'd like a little bit more space for your neck, make 2 fists, stack them on top of one another, and then lower your forehead onto that tower. Option number 1, stare down at the mat or the floor beneath you. Option number 2, close your eyes again. Start to rock your head side to side, smoothing out any tension in between your eyebrows, melting your facial muscles, relaxing your jaw. Continue to rock your head as long as you would like. But when you're ready, bring your head back through the center into stillness. Track your inhale as it enters in through your nose, down into your belly. As you exhale, feel your abdominal muscles and your internal organs relaxing. Inhale through your nose. Feel a slight pressure in your belly as it presses against your blanket. Exhale. Soften every joint in your body. 2 more breaths, just like that. Inhale into your belly. And exhale. Let go of any tightness in your shoulders and your upper back. Inhale. Exhale, soften your hips. Let your legs get heavy. Now we'll be adding in oblique crunches. Take another deep breath into your belly. And as you exhale, engage the left side of your body as you crunch your left ribs towards your left hip. Then inhale, float your hips and shoulders back through to neutral. Exhale, gently crunch your right ribs towards your right hip, gaining a little C curve in your spine. Inhale, rock back through to neutral. Exhale, hug left lower ribs towards the top of your left hip.
Inhale, back through to center. Exhale, crunch right side obliques, drawing right ribs and right hip towards one another. Inhale to center. Exhale, crunch left. Inhale, center. Exhale, crunch to the right. Inhale to center. One more round. Exhale, crunch left. Inhale, float back through to center. Exhale, crunch right. Inhale, back through to center. Now pause here for another 5 or 6 more rounds of breath. Feel that spark of energy and heat that you have ignited the sides of your abdomen, the sides of your torso. Maybe tapping into spots you haven't checked in on in a while. On your next inhale, slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Let your head gently float to the floor. As you exhale, roll over onto one side and then over onto your back. So flipping all the way around. Try to land back onto your blanket so that you have padding from your hips all the way up your spine to your shoulders. Plant your feet directly underneath your knees. Option 1, reach your arms up overhead in line with your ears. If, however, this doesn't feel great to your shoulders, bring your arms back down in line with your hips. And take a big breath in. Hold your breath when full, just for a moment. As you hold, float your left leg up off the floor, knees still bent. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Now exhale, pull your belly button down towards your spine. Inhale, lower your foot and your arm down to the floor. Pause your breath when full. On hold, float your right foot up off the floor, knees still bent. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull your low belly in towards the spine, activating those deep core muscles. Inhale, lower your leg and arm back down to the floor. Pause your breath when full. On hold, left leg, right arm, come up. Exhale, push your low back into the mat and pull your belly down. Inhale, lower the leg and arm back down to the floor. Pause your breath when full. On hold, left arm, right leg, lift up. Exhale, curl tailbone up, pull low belly down. Inhale, lower arm and leg back down to your floor. Pause your breath when full. As you hold, left leg comes up, stack your left knee over your hip. Right arm comes up in line with shoulder. Exhale, Push your low back into the mat, pull belly down. Last round, inhale, arm and leg come down. Pause your breath when full. On hold, left arm and right leg come up. Exhale, push your low back into the mat, pull belly button down. Inhale, lower arm and leg. Pause your breath when full, but not force. Left leg, right arm, lift up towards the ceiling. Exhale, push your low back into the mat, pull your low belly down. Inhale, set the arm and the leg down onto the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together and open your knees wide into a butterfly or diamond shaped positioning. Place your hands on top of your belly. And take some more big belly breaths. Feel that keeps that strength that you have cultivated in your core. Now slide your hands to the outer thighs. Exhale, use your arms to help close your legs like a book. Roll over onto one side. And slowly press yourself up to a seat. Grab a sip of water or tea or whatever it is that you're sipping on today. And we'll reorganize our props for our first restorative pose of the day. So have one of your pillows underneath your head, your folded blanket. You're going to lay it on your side on top of the folded blanket. And if you have a second pillow available, place that in between your thighs. Thought I had a sneeze. No, it's gone. Okay. From here, you'll lay down on your left side. Again, with that first pillow underneath your head. Have your knees bent at 90 degrees so that the knees are in line with your hips and the ankles are in line with your knees. Option 1, stay here, facing the same direction as your legs. Option number 2, rotate your chest towards the ceiling. Option number 3, if you'd like to get a little deeper into your twist, turn your gaze to look over your right shoulder. But if that's too much in the neck, then just return your head either to the ceiling or looking over left shoulder. We're going to be here for a few minutes, so make sure that you're really comfy in the chair. Then once you found your ideal body positioning, close your eyes. With your internal eyes, start to scan your body from the crown of your head, past the shoulders, through your torso, into your legs and feet. And identify one spot, this one, that would need a little extra love and attention today.
This can be anything from a tight hip to a stubbed toe. Maybe your mind and your brain need a little extra TLC today. Whatever it is, zero in on that spot and imagine your inhale blowing into that spot. Ask your spot what it needs from you today. Does your spot need more or less intensity? Does it need more breath? Whatever it is, honor what your spot is asking you and answer it with your breath. Listen carefully to how we will exit out of this space. First, if your head is looking over your right shoulder, slowly start to turn it, gaze over your left shoulder. Then, if your chest is rotated towards the ceiling, slowly roll back onto your left side into the fetal position. Hold here for just a moment or two. Allow your body to fully unwind and start to straighten your legs out long. Keep your pillow in between your thighs or your knees though. Once your legs are completely straight, roll onto your back. Pause on your back. Notice any subtle differences from left to right side. Now start to roll onto your right side. Legs stay straight for a moment. Once you're on your right side, with your hips stacked on top of one another, bend your knees, drawing them up towards your belly. Option one, stay here. Option two, rotate your chest towards the ceiling. Option three, look over your left shoulder to complete the twist. Now, you don't have to match your first side. You can go whatever would feel best here. Once you've chosen your ideal positioning for this side, close your eyes. Scan your body from the very top to the very bottom. Exploring and looking for a new spot to work with. Once you've identified your second spot, begin your practice again. Of asking your second spot what it needs from you today. And how can you use the magic of your breath to help support that spot? We'll get out of this second side just as slowly as the first. Start by rolling your head. Look over your right shoulder if it's not already there. If your chest is turned towards the ceiling, start to roll it back towards the right side of the room. From here, continue rolling forward. And gently push yourself up to a comfortable seat. Remove your pillow from in between your thighs. On that
spot for our next pose. For this next one, fold up your blanket until it's almost like a lasagna noodle or a little bit thicker. And then you'll lay down onto your back with your super padded blanket underneath your spine. Your head will be on the floor. If that feels okay to your neck. Of course, if you need a little bit more support, you can always have a pillow underneath. And then have one of your pillows underneath your knees, arms out by your side. Option number 2 for the arms. Have them in a full post or cactus position. Elbows bent at about a 90-degree angle. Once you've settled into your shape, let your eyelids get heavy again. Check in with your breath. Did the breath get quiet and shallow as you transition from the last pose to this one? And so that's okay. Reconnect to that deep breathing. Each time you inhale, feel the entire torso fill up with breath. From the low belly, through your rib cage, into your chest, collarbones. Each time you exhale, choose something to let go. Whether that's a tight physical spot, or a continual thought in your brain. Whatever it is, choose to let it go. And allow yourself to remain in this blissful, peaceful state.
next inhale, plant your left foot onto your pillow. And then on your next breath, plant your right foot on your pillow. Push into your right foot to roll onto your left side.
From this positioning, brush yourself up one more time. Grab a sip of water. Now I'll show you our setup for our final pose. We have two options for y'all today. Make sure you choose an option that you can hold for quite a bit longer than our last shapes, since this is our last pose of the class. Option number one, this is called a supported child's pose. You're kneeling on top of your folded blanket, knees as wide as you can get them, toes touching, sit your hips back onto your heels. Your pillow will go in between your thighs, and then you'll lower your upper body onto that pillow. Your gaze can either look over one shoulder or the other, or rest straight down. If, however, you're not feeling that for today's last pose, then you're going to do a similar positioning but on your side. So similar to what we did a little bit earlier, that you're going to try and get both of your pillows, or maybe 3 pillows if you have lots of extras hanging around. You'll have those in between, stacked rather, in between your legs. And then you're laying down on one side. Be your left side, your right side, whatever would feel best here. And if you're not quite sure which of these would feel best in your body, go ahead and take the next minute or so to try out both and see which one you would prefer. So either on your side with pillows between your legs or supported child's pose. You can also stack multiple pillows underneath your chest and belly in your child's pose if you would like that as well. When you're ready to dive back in, let your eyelids get heavy. Aim to block out as much external light as possible. And begin to stare and become fascinated at all of the magical shapes, patterns, flashes that dance across the back of your eyelids. More mesmerized you become by those flashing patterns. More relaxed your body and your mind become. Your breath returns to a more natural and organic rhythm. Moving easily in and out of your body. There's no need to direct it anywhere, nowhere in particular.
Just allow it to wander aimlessly. And give yourself permission. Drift off to your final relaxation pose, Shavasana.
It's exciting. Stay here in this restful pose as long as you would like and relish in all of the magic that this practice has brought you. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening. Namaste.